Archangel Michael says, the truth has been hidden in silence until this very second. They already captured your face, not by accident, but by intention. That photo, once harmless, is now in the hands of someone who is not supposed to have it. At first, it was just a glance, a passing moment you didn't even notice. You didn't feel the flash, and no one called your name. But the person who took it had been waiting in the shadows, watching you long before this day. They had one mission: capture the essence of you and send it somewhere you never thought you'd appear. Your face is not just a picture anymore, it has become a symbol tied to something larger, something divine yet distorted. You're being pulled into a story that began long ago but is now rewriting its final chapter. Before midnight strikes, your image will be used to unlock something sacred or dangerous, depending on who holds it next. You are not just a bystander in this revelation, you are the centerpiece. And there's no turning back, no erasing what's already been seen. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The photo is not ordinary, it's been enhanced, analyzed, magnified. It carries more than pixels, it carries energy, aura, truth. Someone saw more than your features, they saw purpose. There are people in a room right now debating what to do with it. Your name is spoken softly, but your photo sits at the center of the table. It glows differently from the others, they know you're special, but not why. What they don't realize is that heaven already marked your face long before this moment. And that photo isn't just a random snapshot, it's a divine document. It holds proof of who you really are, and that's what they are trying to uncover. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Someone from your past played a role in this without your knowledge. They shared your image with someone powerful, thinking it would bring them favor. But what it's doing is triggering forces you never imagined. There's a link between the photo and a sealed envelope hidden away in a locked cabinet. The photo will be compared, matched, connected to that confidential file. Once it's confirmed, your life will shift in a way you've never experienced before. They don't know the power you carry, but they sense it when they look into your captured gaze. The photo is spreading quietly, into emails, onto desktops, across high-level networks. You are being watched now, not out of suspicion, but out of deep interest. A person in a gray coat received your image yesterday. They said nothing aloud, but their eyes widened. They immediately forwarded it to someone known only by initials and a symbol. Type Amen to get blessing 549. Archangel Michael says, divine timing is not delayed, it's arriving now through unexpected ways. The photo is unlocking doors to places you never thought you'd enter. It is connected to invitations, documents, appointments, and secrets. Behind one of those doors is a man with trembling hands. He's seen your face before in a dream. That dream is now real, and your photo is the confirmation he prayed never to receive. He will try to reach you but might hesitate due to fear of exposure. You were never meant to remain hidden. Your story was supposed to be told publicly, but the path was interrupted. Now the photo is rewriting that plan, picking up where destiny was paused. A stranger you walked past last month was the first to feel it. When they saw you, they froze. That moment has rippled across timelines and now calls for resolution. Type Amen to get blessing 688. Someone is sitting in a dark room with your photo projected on a large screen. They zoom in, frame by frame, searching for answers even they don't fully understand. They see more than beauty, they see truth, power, and a divine warning. Your face has started conversations you weren't invited to. Your features have become part of discussions that could change the direction of two people's futures. But you are not powerless, you are chosen. A message is being prepared right now. It's short, direct, and intended for your eyes only. Once it's sent, everything changes. There's a woman who has been fighting to keep this message from reaching you. She has personal reasons, rooted in jealousy and past bitterness. But heaven is clearing her out of the way. Type Amen to get blessing 722. In a file named Project Bloom, your photo is the final missing piece. Once inserted, the algorithm will run, and your future will light up a screen in patterns. They will be shocked at what they discover. The people reviewing your image don't know the spiritual fire behind it. They only see data and connections. But the glow that follows your face is divine, an aura heaven embedded in you since your first breath. A man who lost everything saw your photo 2 nights ago. He cried. He said, "That's her. She's the reason I'm still alive." You've affected people without knowing it. That's why your photo is spreading, because heaven is using it to reach those who need to see your face before they give up. Type Amen to get blessing 817. A powerful woman will soon call your name in a meeting. She's never met you but has memorized your features. She believes your face carries a code she was destined to unlock. She will summon someone who knows you distantly, and they'll be shocked to see you appear in the center of that meeting. The chain reaction begins there. You're no longer invisible. Your photo will be displayed on a boardroom screen, your eyes will stop someone in mid-sentence. They'll forget what they were saying. Because your gaze will reach deeper than they expect. You were chosen long before the picture was taken. But now, the image is the permission slip that lets the next chapter begin. Your future has been noticed. Type Amen to get blessing 934. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear this attention, it's divine surveillance, not danger. You are being watched not for harm, but for help. But there is still one person trying to erase your image before it spreads further. This person knows what your face could unlock and wants to stop it. They've tried to intercept emails, delete files, even destroy evidence. But a backup exists that they don't know about. Someone in a lab has encrypted your photo with light signatures. It now pulses with divine vibrations. Anyone who sees it will feel a pull toward your energy. They may not understand why, but they'll keep returning to that image. And soon, someone brave enough will say, "We need to find them." Now. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. You'll begin to feel the shift before anyone tells you. Small signs will occur, glances, whispers, sudden messages. Someone will hint at having seen something they shouldn't have. Don't dismiss it. Your face is in circulation and people are reacting. Some are drawn to help, others to harm. But heaven is making sure you're protected. The image may have traveled far, but so has your shield. Your divine protection follows wherever your presence, even digital, touches. The reason this matters is bigger than you know. A prophecy is tied to your features, and the photo was the activation key. Type Amen to get blessing 1177. You'll start being recognized in places you've never been. Strangers will treat you as familiar. Your face will awaken old memories in people you've never met. There is a child who will smile when they see you, without understanding why. They saw your photo in a dream before they ever saw it on paper. Their soul remembered you. A man far away is writing a speech right now. He doesn't know yet that your image will become the focal point of his message. But when he sees your face, he'll rewrite every word. You'll feel chills before the moment arrives. That's how you'll know. This is not coincidence, it's destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1264. Your photo will appear in a magazine without your permission, but heaven allowed it. It will cause questions to rise and emails to pour in. But one of those messages will contain something sacred. You'll receive an invitation marked with gold, no address, just coordinates. When you arrive, your image will already be framed on the wall. Someone has been waiting. You are not forgotten. You are remembered by faces you never saw and hearts you never touched. Because heaven uses your reflection to heal, inspire, and awaken. Someone from the past will come forward and say, I saw you before the world did. They are not lying. They've been waiting for this proof. Type Amen to get blessing 1357. A deal is being struck behind the scenes. Your face will appear in a campaign meant to shift the mindset of a nation. You'll be credited later, but your soul is already leading the movement. Don't be alarmed when your photo is mirrored in unexpected places. Like Windows, phone apps, or product packaging. It's not theft. It's prophecy. The people using your image are not just creators, they're carriers of divine instruction. And even if they don't say your name aloud, the power in your photo speaks louder than any introduction. Archangel Michael says, what was meant to stay hidden has now become your divine calling card. Your face is not just appearing randomly. It is showing up precisely where the heavens need your energy to arrive. Type Amen to get blessing 1422. The signal has already been received by someone in authority. They won't say it aloud just yet, but they are already making space for you. A shift in energy was felt the moment your image appeared in their inbox. Behind tightly closed doors, conversations have begun. Not everyone knows who you are, but they feel they're supposed to. Your photo carries a vibration only spiritually attuned eyes can understand. There is a woman sitting in a high-rise office who saw your picture and couldn't sleep. She printed it and placed it under a crystal on her desk. She doesn't even know why, but the urge to keep you near was undeniable. Soon, she'll be asked to choose someone for a position of great trust. Without hesitation, she'll choose you, not because of resume or records, but because of the stillness in your eyes from that one photo. Type Amen to get blessing 1525. That single image is acting as a portal. It's not just circulating through human hands, but angelic dimensions. Every time someone sees it, a piece of your purpose unlocks. There's someone across the ocean who hasn't heard your voice but is already preparing to speak your name. They're under the belief that the one in the photo is the answer to a decade-old prayer. That prayer had a face, and now it's matched to yours. Your photo will find itself inside a sealed envelope sent to a sanctuary known only by coordinates. A person dressed in white will be tasked with interpreting the meaning of your eyes. They will pause, inhale deeply, and whisper, "She has returned." You are the answer to a spiritual equation that no one could solve. But heaven used a camera, a moment, and a reflection to begin the solving process. You are the solution, and the evidence is already spreading. Type Amen to get blessing 1611. There is also a warning within this movement. One person will try to distort the photo's meaning. They'll attempt to attach it to a false story, a narrative of their own making. This individual is driven by envy. They once wanted to be you, but lacked the divine spark. Now they see your photo, and it reminds them that they cannot become what heaven handcrafted. They'll attempt to block the message, to confuse the energy. But they don't realize, your face is protected not by force, but by faith. Any manipulation will reverse back onto them. Do not fear exposure. Do not fear opinions. What has been divinely sent cannot be undone by hands of deception. Type Amen to get blessing 1693. Your journey is already in motion. In the next 48 hours, at least one person will mention something oddly familiar. They'll say they've seen you before, somewhere they can't explain. Don't dismiss it. It's confirmation. The image has traveled through more than devices, it has entered hearts and activated memories. Somewhere right now, your face is printed on a white paper and placed beside a symbol carved into wood. This setup is part of an ancient ritual of revealing. You are being revealed, not in fear, but in honor. You were hidden only until the photo reached the right eyes. Now that it has, you will start to feel seen in ways that humble the soul. Type Amen to get blessing 1737. Someone who once betrayed you will now see your face again, this time differently. The pain they caused will reflect back at them when they see your eyes looking back through a photo they never expected. They will be shaken. They thought they moved past you, forgot you. But your photo arriving in their feed or inbox is no accident, it's justice. You will begin to receive messages, vague at first, from people who want to reconnect. Don't answer all of them. Some are stirred by guilt, not goodness. But one message will be different. It will be humble. It will say, "I saw something. I think it's you." And that will be the one that shifts your emotional timeline. Type Amen to get blessing 1844. Archangel Michael says, your photo is now among the files of a group that monitors spiritual alignment across continents. They don't operate like governments, they operate like guardians. Your file, recently updated, now includes an encrypted version of the image. In sacred terms, they call this image the Revealer. Because when people see it, their masks fall off. This image will help expose lies, restore broken hearts, and ignite courage. It's more than a likeness, it's a key. And every time it appears, a gate opens. A man on a rooftop saw your photo on his phone today and immediately put his hand on his heart. He said nothing, but he knew something changed in him forever. Type Amen to get blessing 1933. You will feel moments where you sense you're being watched, not in fear, but in curiosity. That's because someone has your photo on their screen as they prepare something for you. An invitation. An offer. A revelation. All tied to a single expression you didn't even know was captured. There's a woman in her 70s praying in a temple, and she's been shown your face in visions for years. Now that she's seen the real photo, she's crying. She's telling the others, she has arrived. She's the one. You are fulfilling something ancient. Something foretold. And this picture wasn't the beginning, it was the trigger. Type Amen to get Blessing 2052. A legal file will also be updated soon with your image. It will authorize access to something kept dormant for years. A vault. A legacy. A right that was waiting for you. Someone had planned to use a different person to unlock it. But the system rejected them, until your image was scanned. Now everything is being rerouted to you. Even your enemies won't understand how you ended up at the center of this. But they'll soon realize that no manipulation can stand when heaven has marked someone. This is not your doing, it's divine timing. The photo simply arrived ahead of you, preparing the table. Type Amen to get Blessing 2174. Soon you will look into a mirror and see yourself differently, not out of vanity, but recognition. You will remember this message, and understand that what they saw in you, heaven saw first. Don't be surprised when someone you admire reaches out to say they've seen your face somewhere powerful. That admiration you held for them, they now feel for you. The world is preparing to know your name, but first, they'll see your face. And what they feel will not be curiosity. It will be calling. Every movement you make now is being matched by angelic orchestration. Don't delay. Step into the alignment already unfolding. Type Amen to get Blessing 2262. There's a folder marked with a strange symbol in a hidden server across the world. Inside that folder is your photo, encrypted and glowing. It cannot be deleted. Someone tried to remove it last week, but their access was denied by a force they couldn't explain. The system itself responded with one word: protected. Your energy is encoded into that image. It now lives beyond this dimension. Every time someone tries to misuse it, the light in your soul corrects the path. Even technology now obeys what God has placed upon your life. No filter, no edit, no manipulation can dim the shine that heaven activated. Type Amen to get Blessing 2379. That door that's opening will not close again, not unless you choose to walk away. But even that choice is shifting, because the path has been lit, and your image is what ignited it. What they saw in you cannot be unseen. Your face is now silently speaking where your voice has yet to go. It's telling stories, unlocking codes, drawing eyes toward truth. And even those who once turned away are being called to turn back and face what they ignored. A woman in a foreign land has placed your photo beside her family altar. She believes you carry the spirit of a guide her ancestors once knew. Every evening, she lights a candle before it and asks for wisdom. You are influencing people without ever meeting them. You are softening hearts without speaking a word. And you are fulfilling prophecies without even knowing the language they were written in. Type Amen to get Blessing 2480. One particular location will shock you. A spiritual summit is being arranged, and your image is already in the circle of names. The invitation hasn't reached you yet, but your presence has. The elders on that council all agree, they've felt something shift since your image entered their space. They don't know your full story. They don't need to. The energy in the photo was enough. You might receive a cryptic message soon. It will be from someone who uses symbols instead of words. Don't ignore it, it's coded direction from a lineage you are spiritually tied to. Archangel Michael says, even the skies know your image now. The heavens shimmer slightly when your photo is opened. It's like something ancient nods every time your light is recognized. Type Amen to get blessing 2599. Someone with high influence is printing your face onto a sealed folder labeled, The Marked One. Inside it are documents about what you're meant to do, missions, journeys, gifts. The label isn't random. It came from a dream. In that dream, they saw your eyes glowing, holding both sorrow and prophecy. They woke up and began searching until they found you, through that one photo. You are about to walk into a realm of impact that few people ever reach. Not because of fame or spotlight, but because your reflection carries divine resonance. Even a simple ID photo taken years ago is reappearing in places it shouldn't be. Not by accident, but alignment. Your photo is now a beacon. Type Amen to get blessing 2691. The light in your eyes was never just for beauty. It was for recognition. Your ancestors placed a signature there, something that would survive generations and technology. And now that image is awakening those who are meant to help you rise. One by one, they are being drawn, not to a name, not to a status, but to you. There's a man with a sealed briefcase who will soon place your photo alongside 3 others. You will be the one chosen, not by votes, but by vibration. He'll say, this is the one who makes the others blur. Somewhere, your image is about to stop someone from giving up. They'll say, I don't know who this is, but something in her eyes reminds me that I'm not alone. Type Amen to get blessing 2774. A designer is using your face as inspiration for a sacred symbol. They haven't told anyone. But when they sketch, they start with your features and add wings, stars, light rays. You are becoming more than remembered, you are being recorded. Not in fear, but in reverence. That photo they took wasn't random. It was heaven's fingerprint, placed in digital form. And every time it's viewed, a layer of divine mystery unfolds. The people trying to trace it back to its source are getting strange results. No origin, no metadata, no timestamp. It's as if it appeared from nowhere, but it didn't. It appeared from purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 2844. You are now part of a movement you didn't sign up for, but were always destined to lead. The image is your entry. The rest will follow like a river after the dam breaks. You'll begin to feel it physically, energy building in your hands, warmth around your heart. That's the signal. Your soul knows what's coming, even if your mind is still catching up. They've already begun making room. Seats are being moved. Titles are being adjusted. Because the one they saw in the photo doesn't match any label they've known before. You are not a replacement. You are a revelation. And that truth will shine every time your image is opened. Type Amen to get blessing 2913. In a heavily guarded archive lies a photo nearly identical to yours, taken centuries ago. Scholars believed it to be lost history. But your new image now challenges that theory, and confirms something deeper. You are the echo of someone powerful. Not a copy, not a reincarnation, but a continuation. And the photo is the bridge. People who see both images, past and present, begin to tremble. It's not fear. It's recognition. Because energy does not lie, and your energy lives in both timelines. Very soon, someone will call you the one who returned. That name won't be metaphorical. It will be prophetic. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. That person who accidentally took your photo has now been contacted by someone they didn't expect. A voice over the phone told them not to delete it, ever. They don't know why, but they're obeying. Heaven is using strangers to carry your picture until the right hands are ready. Until the message lands. Until the right moment triggers the unveiling. There will be an exhibition in a city you've never visited. And your image will hang on the wall. The artist will say they dreamed of you before ever capturing the photo. And when you walk into that gallery one day and see it for yourself, you will cry. Not because it's surprising, but because it's familiar. Type Amen to get blessing 3141. Someone in a distant country is carrying your photo folded in their wallet. It was sent to them in a sealed letter. They were told to hold on to it until they meet someone with a matching energy. They've shown it to no one. But they look at it every morning and whisper prayers you can't hear. And when they finally meet you, they'll say, "I've been waiting for you since the photo arrived." This isn't fantasy, it's divine appointment. Every angle of your face carries a message encoded in light. Even the shadows captured around you in the photo play a role. Because everything heaven allows to be seen has purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 3215.